Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Today, well, I'm Alyssa and welcome if you haven't been here before, or welcome to all of you. Today I wanted to do a little different video than I normally do. I normally have like more structured reviews, or I try to do that at least. But today I want to share with you something I found on the internet. I found an article by Literary Hub about like 50, well, let's see what it's called, 50 very bad book covers for literary classics. And I thought, yes, that would be so fun to make a video about because this is one of my biggest pet peeves. For context, my background is in art history, so I think I'm a little bit more likely than the average person to notice when the artwork that they use on a classic, like you guys have seen that before, right? This kind of thing, like they put a painting here, and then they pair a painting or some kind of artwork with a classic by putting it on the cover. And so with my background in art history, I think I'm more likely than the average person to notice when there is a discrepancy between the time period or the genre or the style of the artwork and the time period, genre, and style of the literary work. And it drives me crazy because it feels like they just didn't do a few Google searches, or they should have like had an art history consult on something. So that is something I think we might see in this article. I've scrolled through the first few, but I've saved a lot of it for this so that we can go through this together. The other thing I suspect we're gonna see in this article, in these examples, is contemporary photography. And this one is bonkers. I don't understand why anyone would think it's a good idea to use like contemporary photography for a classic. I'm gonna record my screen. We'll see if I can make this work in editing to insert this as well. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun, okay? Okay, we're off to a good start. This painting, I have a question. Was this an art, like did they paint this for the cover? Or do you think this painting existed without a commission? It's hard for me to believe that an artist like independently just wanted to make that. The Scarlet Letter, oh my gosh. The Scarlet Letter is a like pre-colonial Protestant, puritanical America story, and this is, wow, this is what I'm saying, the photography. Also, the very modern lettering is a bit much. It looks illustrated. I'm not a fashion history person, but this is Edwardian fashion, isn't this? I'm pretty sure, I don't know, like 150 years off from when, at least like 130 years off from when Pride and Prejudice actually takes place. The Woman in White. I have not read this book, but I thought it was a horror novel, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure it's a horror novel. Okay. Macbeth. There again with, what is that? I'm just taking a shot in the dark, but that feels like a 1900, maybe 1920s fashion illustration. Interesting choice for Macbeth. Hamlet. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't know, but isn't there something about this that looks rather Asian? This one, I'm taking that guess because the artwork is very flat, which is very like a characteristic, especially of Japanese art. This looks possibly Japanese if I had to just take a stab in the dark. And yeah, I mean, the character looks female, so is it supposed to be Ophelia? I don't know. I don't understand what they're going for with that one. Oh my gosh. And here is the little known Egyptian reinterpretation of Pride and Prejudice. An extremely orientalized, sexualized Egyptian problematic. Pride and Prejudice, who knew? And here we have the picture of Dorian Gray, where you get some unexplainable werewolf undertones. I don't know where that's going, but there you go. Middlemarch by George Eliot. Oh, clearly very photoshopped. I mean, look at these people. Oh my gosh. The lighting is all askew. And that dress, I don't even know what time period to place that dress in. There is no way that the person who chose to put an American flag on the cover of Pride and Prejudice has actually read the novel. That one, no. That's just, no. Now, I like that outfit. That is delightful, but it is clearly 1950s fashion, and Mrs. Dalloway takes place interwar, period. Like, just after World War I, right? You know, so it's I mean, wow, James Joyce, Dubliners, Portraits of the Artist as a Young Man. Interesting choice. There are 2 novels. I'm even, oh, you can kind of see right beneath the Portrait of a Young Man, there is an and sign. Okay, because I was confused. Yeah, so it's Dubliners and the Portrait of the Artist as a Young Man. Very poor, like, text design here as well, but yeah, the extremely contemporary photograph with a man with ripped jeans. I mean, if you had no idea what these books were and you just came across that on like a shelf, I feel like you'd be very confused opening that up. The Awakening by Kate Chopin. I really like this book. And for those of you who don't know, it was written in like 1890 and takes place in New Orleans, and is about like sort of a socialite-esque woman in, you know, in New Orleans society. Has nothing to do with a ballerina. So I don't know what that would be about. I mean, you could have just chose something abstract. Why choose ballerina? Here we have The Portrait of Brad Pitt by Oscar Wilde. This is super, what in the world is going on here? Okay, the picture of Dorian Gray is very much about a white man in London. And look at this, she may look like everybody, but she's not like anybody. She has a secret dying to get out. What in the world? Metamorphosis. Okay, I have not read this book. I don't actually know what it's about, but I feel like this doesn't work. I don't think that should work for anybody. Honestly, I don't mind the vibe of this aesthetic. It just has nothing to do with Middlemarch. This is, oh, how funny. Goodness. This has got to be a joke. Why? What in, I don't know. I have no idea what to think of that. Is this Darcy with a wand? And a very interesting lace collar. And, I mean, presumably Elizabeth's wedding dress is very scandalous for the time period. Frankenstein, but medieval, I guess? What in the world is going on in the background? It actually looks like it was photoshopped because it's like a perfect mirror image, which meant someone spent time constructing like that background image in Photoshop. But I don't understand the like cut off top. Is it a volcano? I don't even understand the narrative of what's going on inside of this image. And it definitely has nothing to do with Frankenstein. Oh my gosh, Wuthering Heights? Someone's gonna pick that up thinking that they're getting some kind of porn, and they're gonna be disappointed. We seem to be seeing a lot of the picture of Dorian Gray. I don't know why it's so hard to get a good cover for this one. Oh, look at that. Someone painted this. This was a commissioned painting for this this cover. And look at how terrifying that Oh, I can't zoom in. Look at how terrifying that picture in the background is. That's real Frankenstein. We got a Frankenstein and picture of Dorian Gray hybrid going on here. Instance in the life of a slave girl. I have not read this book. It seems to be not reading the room very well, I suppose. Oh, that was the last one. That's all of them. We're done. Good, probably, because I've totally lost the light and the lighting has gone really downhill in this video. But anyway, we didn't see as many paintings as I thought we would that sort of have that particular pet peeve of mine. But I think I might in a future video find like a collection of particularly grievous offenders when it comes to artworks on book covers, and maybe when I have a collection of them I'll make another video where I can, I don't know, rant about it again. Anyway, if you have like some notorious bad classic covers that you have seen, you can tell me about them in the comments or something like that. It doesn't seem like it would be quite so difficult to just, like, I don't know, read the Wikipedia page on what a book is about if you're not going to actually read it before you design a cover. Or maybe, I mean, I'm probably making an assumption that this is done in ignorance. Maybe it is a marketing ploy that, like, I think someone's gonna read it if it has like a more contemporary cover to it, but I think then you're just setting the customer up for a failure, because they're gonna have the wrong impression of the book when they pick it up. So, am I wrong? This just seems like it's all gonna backfire and is an injustice to the book. It's an injustice to the reader. It's a crime against aesthetic. I don't know. I'm probably being a bit dramatic about it or something. I find it both amusing and irritating, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in another video. Bye!